What's up, y'all? HTG Brian back live with some more Lego Avengers. That's right, time to get our Lego on. This will be the last stream for a while. You guys can all hear me, right? I don't want to have to repeat all this. Basically, yeah, so my wife and I are going on a vacation for a week. We have this yearly routine where we go to Central Oregon and stay at a resort called Eagle Crest. So we will be there for a full week starting today. We leave right after stream. The reason that I will not be streaming next Sunday is because we will not be back in time. Now, there is like a rare, super crazy chance we might be home like right around when we would normally shut down, right? So if we're back at like 12, there is like a 1 in 100 chance that I might stream next week. And if not, then it'll be the following Sunday. So July, I'm going to be working on project stuff, spending time with the family, and I won't be streaming. We did this last year as well. We kind of did this the year before as well. I did like an experiment with like a couple 10 days or something like that. And then last year we did a full month. This year we're going to do a full month, but we're going to keep Sundays flowing. It's just, unfortunately, I probably won't be back from Eagle Crest in time for next Sunday. Beyond that, there may be a couple of random interactions or streams. I will be uploading a buttload of videos for Lego Horizon and Funko Fusion. Those will actually start tomorrow. So a lot of you who are smart and know how my system works have watched some or all of the videos that I have online, except for the one I'm uploading right now. But I will have, I don't know, 7 to 10 Funko videos, and then 3 to 5 Horizon videos while I'm gone. So potentially, you know, I might do a couple in one day or something. I'm probably going to do one a day. So there'll be one every day that I'm gone, and then probably a couple when I get back. And then I'll continue to work on that. And we're going to do some kayaking. We're going to do some hiking. We're going to do all sorts of summer-based things. We have a Volkswagen show coming up. Our anniversary is coming up. We keep talking about trying to do something for that as well. And we might step out. Well, that's not till August. That's August 9th. Easiest way for me to remember is 898. 8 for August, 9 for the day, and 8 for the year. So wifey and I have been married for 17 years coming up soon. So, all right, enough of me flapping about nothing. Let's go ahead and say hey to the chat and jump into some gameplay. There is a pinned text up at the top reminding you guys about no stream till July 13th. But again, that is the plan. It could look a little different by next week. So early notification squad was Chacho, Brian D, and Energy Ninja 02. What's up, dudes? And I've noticed that we have no @ symbol anymore. What was that all about? Was that just like a fluke in the system? Were they testing something out? Is that only for HTG TV? I'm curious because HTG TV does not have the crown or the XP system that HTG has, and HTG does not have the the labeling system that, anyways. Next up was Anna. What is up? Happy Sunday. We got Brian D out there. What is up? What is up? What is up? Actually, Brian D was already here. I already said hi to Brian D. You're welcome. Who else is out there? Ad Wars Adam, Zachary, what is up? Farmer, what's good, my dude? Good to see you. Who else? Paige is out there. What's up, Paige? Scrolling pretty good. Todd's out there. Not the Tude, but Todd. Just had to clarify that. We did have a Tude sighting on Friday. If you weren't here, Tude joined Nam and I for the second half of Apex Legends. And we got a win with Tude, and then Tude left. In the final game that Nam and I played, we got a win there too. So a couple of hashtag SIRs. If you know, you know. Let's see here. Have I said hi to Tamara yet? What is up? I'm pretty sure I did. I'm all sorts of out of whack this morning. All right, I dropped a 10 membership dono, and it looks like Chacho, Tamara, Lucy Turner, Ben Wheatcroft, Connie, Shader, Garth Nut, Player One Mom, and Michael Cool Kid, and Sharky all were the lucky recipients. Sorry, Brian D. I don't. I have no control. I was happy to see that a couple of regulars got some access there, but unfortunately, I have no way to do it. Denise is out there. What up, D Nice? Good to see you. Jason Wagstaff. Hopefully, I said that right. What up? We got a couple of Jasons in the chat. Hey, Shader, wow, who gave me that would have been me, Shader, for my alternate account in a dub. Unfortunately, my Happy Thumbs Gaming account is not eligible to purchase and donate. I can't even go to it. Like, I can't go to Kirsten's channel and do it. I have to do it from my alt. Oh, snap, we got a super chat. Xander, thanks for the $10, broski. I love your vids, man. Always use them to platinum my games. Well, I appreciate that. Thanks for swinging by and saying kind things. Let's see here. Who else is out there? Farmer is back. All right. Tearing down a waterfall. Don't go chasing waterfalls. Just tear down the ones that you used to use in the backyard. I'm probably getting demonetized. But I'm moving to... No, what's up? Adam D's out there. What up? Good to see you, man. Look what I wore for you today. I wondered if I'd see you. I kind of wore this for two reasons. One, because we're actually heading to Central Oregon, which is kind of like halfway between my house and Crater Lake. We have no formative plans to go there, but we're going to be in that sort of neck of the woods. It's that time of year again, so I know that there's been some appreciation for the shirt over the years, and I made sure to bust it out today. Hey, Crazy Jay, appreciate the kind words. Love to see that. It never gets old. I got to be honest. I've been doing this for almost 14 years. I try to eat that humble pie every day and remain humble, but, you know, it's always good to have a little, you know, tooting. Let's see here. No singing. Hey. All right. Looks like I think I said hey to everybody. If I missed anybody and you're looking for a shout out, drop a comment and I will see it. He is right. Who is right? Who is right? Oh, definitely the best. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. I'll take it. I'll take it. Hey, Colby's out there too. Thank you for helping me get through my papa passing. Oh, sorry to hear that. And I'm glad that we could be there to maybe shine some light in a dark time. Appreciate you swinging by. And again, condolences. Much love, much love. All right, you guys ready to jump in and play some more of this? I actually had to pick up a couple of studs and make sure I wasn't somehow in a level. So my Xbox, real quick, just a little side note. My Xbox Series X, from day one, I have had issues with it logging in. Now, it used to be a little bit better, but I still had problems when I had my old router. So long story short, I had an Asus, I think that Asus router. And it was through our T-Mobile stuff, and it was like 15 years old, 10 years old. So it was old, outdated, and I thought that, you know, maybe that was causing the problem. So I went and bought the Nighthawk, which is like the Lynxes. What brand is it? What brand is this? I can't read. It's too dark. Anyways, it's the Nighthawk. I did a bunch of research. This is supposed to be the best and broadest broadcasting Wi-Fi router for gaming. So I bought it. Xbox only got worse. It actually didn't even work plugged in when I first got it. Like, how does a system not work being hardwired? There's something conflicting. So I went wireless for a long time. Well, over time, I was able to change some settings, and I got it to work hardwired. And it was pretty solid for a while. But every third week or every other week, I get this issue where I turn my Xbox on, and it won't log on. Like, it's on. I can access things, but it won't log on. Like, today, it wouldn't let me access this game. It had to sync data and do stuff. But it was telling me, like, games I have on my wish list are on sale. I'd go to the store, and the store would load the page, but none of the boxes would fill in with content. So I have no idea. It's like halfway online, but not fully online. I had to restart 3 different times for this to actually kick on and work. So I hate it. I hate it so much. Let's see here. Michael, cool kid. I'm curious what made you return to Lego Marvel Avengers. When I started playing Lego Marvel games, and those were the first ones I watched. You guys voted, Michael. So basically every Sunday we play Lego games. We pick one based on your votes that we hold on our community YouTube page. And, you know, a couple thousand votes come in each time we do it. And that decides decides one of 4 games that's available. So I put up games that I haven't played in 9, 10, 11, 12 years, the longest, furthest back guides that we wrote. And you guys get to choose. So, like last time, it was Lord of the Rings. Time before that was Marvel Superheroes 2, I think. And it just goes back and back and back and back and back. Now, the first couple of Sunday streams that I picked, I actually played games that I chose, but then I decided to switch it up. So right now, this has been 9-ish, 10-ish years since I played it. So it made the list of 4, and you guys voted it in. All right, let's see here. All right, cool. All right, so here we are in the, kind of in the hub in between. We got to find a couple. Okay, so I'm getting some really terrible audio feedback. I don't know if that's for you guys too. Are you guys getting the... Does it sound terrible? I reset my headset. Let me try starting the controller. Sometimes this works too. Turn off the controller. You don't hear any noise at all? Really? You don't even hear the game at all? Sounds good on your end. Okay, so it's probably just my controller feeding me some weird... Like when I hit something, instead of going... It goes... All right, it's better now. Yeah, okay. So cool. Pow! Right in the kisser. All right, let's see if we can go ahead. Oh, I was going to say, it's probably going to be the other guy, because that's how Lego usually works. Spam. Doing anything for independence besides going to Eagle Crest? No, that is actually our 4th of July. Our whole point or goal of going to Eagle Crest during 4th is the fireworks around our neighborhood traumatize our dog, and we don't want that. So over at Eagle Crest, it's at a resort. It's in Central Oregon. It's kind of out of the town and stuff. It takes like 5-10 minutes to get from like Redmond, the nearest city, to where we're going to be staying. So even if they have like a Redmond fireworks show or stuff like, or the people of Redmond are firing fireworks, we can't hear it. So we're pretty secluded, and the fireworks are totally banned where we are. So nobody can use fireworks, and so it's like one of the best possible scenarios for us. So we will be going over there. That's ultimately why we've chose this week the last 3 to 5 years. My wife's actually super smart. I never even thought of it. She was like, we always went sometime between July and August, right? Like we didn't really have a specific plan. What was that? Where did that come from? All right, so I got a red and a blue button. So I have to... Huh. So I'm missing something here. Let's go over here and see what we can do. Yeah, we'll just be chilling, hanging out. My dad's actually going to come and stay in the area. There's a hotel part. There's condos, which is what we're staying in, and then there's also a hotel. My dad and his wife are going to come stay for a couple of days, hang out. It sounds like my brother is actually reffing some high school summer league games or whatever they are. And so he's actually over there right now and will be joining us probably later tonight for dinner, and then he might come stay with us for a couple nights as well because we have the extra room available. All right, so clearly I need to do something with... So maybe I got to go with a certain color. So why won't it let me... Okay, and then blue again. And then red. Okay. So I just wasn't following the sequence there. And thank you, Zach. I appreciate that.
Contrary to our first thoughts, the creature cannot fly by itself.
Cool. Appreciate that too, Michael. Yep. Some of these things, like I said, it's been 9-10 years since I played, so although they may just be obvious, sometimes I look right over things. Man, it's already getting hot in here. It's 71 degrees according to my thing, which doesn't seem very hot, but with my computers right under my desk, like pushing hot, like my work zone area is always like 5 degrees hotter than that, so it's probably like 75, 76 where I'm at. Alright, so we've definitely got some scary stuff happening. I know that the scepter, or whatever it's called, is right here. How do I get? And we shot some of this. Let's see. I know something's up there too. We got to access the terminal up there, but how do we get up there? This is supposed to be easy, right? I can't jump over the ledge. We already used this terminal over here. We can't come any more forward. 81 degrees. Yeah, well, it's probably that hot outside. I'm talking about in my air-conditioned, fan-blown room. It's that hot. All right, so what am I missing here? That doesn't open. Clearly, we need to get Maximov, right? Maximo. 96. Dang, yeah, that's warm. Let's see here. Outside. Looks like it's, I mean, we're still only at 10 in the morning too, so it's early. It says it's only 69 outside, but it's 71 plus in here. I got sweats on too, that's not open. All right, go up the ladder. Is that actually a ladder? It is a ladder. Hey, look at that. It was blending in. It was a funny angle, you guys. Thank you, Anna. I knew there was something pretty obvious right in front of me. Did I make that joke? Oh, yeah. I always make those jokes. That's who I am and what I do. Beep, pop, boop, boop, be doo boo.
After you, Herr Stocker.
Access granted.
Whoa. Right thumb was not cooperating. Cha, cha, cha. So I saw Funko got another update, not just to fix things, but they got a handful of new characters. They added the Jurassic Park Rebirth characters. I have not accessed them, seen them, played with them, or any of that, but I saw that they released them. And I also saw they came out with a bunch of alternate versions of characters that existed for Pride Month as well. So. And I think there was one other small set, but it's cool that they're still actively putting out new stuff for that. There was a couple of month break, and I was kind of wondering, like, ooh, is this it? There was reports of layoffs, which happens after a game releases. So I wasn't exactly sure how things were all going to work out for them. New studio, new game. You know, the game is amazing. I love it. I highly recommend it. It probably released a little earlier than it should have. And I only say that just because some of the things weren't functioning right, and they've made a lot of changes. There are, see, there's what, 35 levels, I think, 40 levels, is there 8 worlds? I can't remember. There's a lot of different worlds. Each one of them has 5 levels, right? And out of those levels, probably 50% of them are now different than when I recorded and did videos for them. That's never happened to me before, where I've created a series on a game that's out. And I've had like a mini kit move positions or, you know, different character, but like there are certain tasks that are 100% different now. And I don't understand how or why they would do that, but obviously they needed to make some changes. So I need to access that upstairs. Is that something maybe like I can shoot through this wall or something? I have to get up there to hit that terminal, but I'm not sure how to do that. I can't access the 2 that I just unlocked, or I guess locked up. This doesn't work. Doesn't lower anything. Use the Hydra terminal again. This one over. Which one? Up top?
Access granted.
Soon we will have
All right, perfect. There we go.
hope to stand against.
Ooh, it's a sniper. It's a sniper. Look out, y'all. Okay. Down, up, right. Down, up, right. Yeah, all right.
The scepter holds the key to everything. We have learned so much.
All right.
And
Booyaka shout.
Even scratch the surface. It exudes the same
Which take us into a cutscene, perhaps?
in the recovered Hydra weapons. We might have found great power. This technology will help us change.
This technology is glorious. Hey, what up, Steven? Welcome! Is it worth playing Funko Fusion? Dylan, I definitely recommend it. Now that the game is being found on sale quite often, it makes it even more worth it. The game was a really solid game. It just unfortunately had some bugs, and like I said, they've made some pretty drastic changes to some of the way the levels play out. Like, for example, when I did a guide, there was a collectible that I got that was requiring me to break glass. So I needed to get a guitar amp and a player that played a guitar, and then use the amp to shatter the glass. Well, after the updates, they actually have switched it so that the glass is still there, but it's not breakable anymore. And they put a number 5 teleport pad so you can teleport through. I mean, just little things like that, right? Like, and I mean, for what it's worth, some of my videos are incorrect in that. But I mean, it's not stuff you guys can't figure out. You'll see, okay, this is different. You just need, and by the time you get there, you should know. However, it's so bright. You know, we might go back and amend those videos or something at some point.
This brings it to
Oh yeah, I should be taking
As
screenshots.
soon as we find out what else this has been used for, I don't just mean weapons. Since when is Strucker capable?
That was a good one too.
enhancement?
The Tesseract, right? Isn't that what it's called?
Goes back to Asgard. Is that cool with you?
Just a few days till the farewell party.
Yes, yes, of course.
Are you maybe behind a little, Dylan? Perhaps, and maybe check the live. Make sure you're buffered. I'm pretty sure we just covered that. Yes, Funko Fusion for the second or third or fourth time is definitely worth checking out, especially if you can find it on sale. Like, I'm not saying like Lego Horizon, definitely wait till you get that on sale. Funko, I'd buy it for what I think it's $40. I think it's 40.
Twins. Orphaned at 10 when a shell collapsed their apartment building.
Their abilities?
He's
Definitely
an
fun
HTG.
game. I've enjoyed it. It's the closest thing we've had to a traditional Lego game since the last traditional Lego game.
If you brought him to my lab,
You know, there are multiple crowns to pick up. Those are kind of like the gold bricks or mini kits. They have some puzzles, right? There is no like multipliers or anything like that, but like vinyl is your studs, and so you collect these little colored orbs, and they add up and give you all sorts of things. And then like Lego, you have to have like the stud requirement, right? There's like True Adventure or whatever. They have kind of a version of that in the game where there's a vinyl tube that you have to fill with a certain amount of vinyl. So you have to unlock one of your silver crowns by collecting so much of the currency. So, I mean, there's a lot of similarities. It's the rule of 3 almost on every boss. There's just, obviously it's created. There's a ton of influence from our Lego people that built all of our Lego games, including Art Parsons and many, many other famous names. And like I said, it's worth it. And for what it's worth, you might your purchase and playing of the game might be just what they need in order to get funding for their next project or the next DLC or whatever. So, dang, look at all this money. Okay, so we are definitely officially in a level here, not in more free roam tasks. And you know me, got to get them all. So it's the end of the weekend for most of us. I guess some of us, it might even be Monday, depending on where you live and what time it is. But that being said, what did everybody do? Anybody do anything fun? I laid pretty low. We have some family in town. We kind of had like a party last night. We set up the projector and we watched Idiocracy. Reese had a bunch of his friends over too, so it was a pretty packed night. Yeah, wife and I went out to Frida's because we did the game break on Friday when we normally go to Friday night for it's at Frida's. We ended up doing Saturday night at Frida's. And it was funny because they were all like, "Oh, you did make it this week. We didn't see you." Like they know us. And you know, and each week we get like a different waiter, waitress, or whatever, but they all recognize us because they all work together. And like often, like we'll see 3 or 4 waiters from, you know, we don't have just one waiter, but we do, but multiple people come and help us. And it's not just because we're famous or cool or anything like that. It's just that's how they work, and we really appreciate that. I don't think, yeah, I was gonna say Banner can't do none of that, and Tony doesn't have access either, not right now. So, what is that icon on the ground, anyways? It looks like some sort of a hat or helmet or something. I don't I mean, it kind of looks like whatever's. Oh, yeah, it looks like whatever that is. Can I can't ride that or drive that, can I? It's totally what that is, though. Huh. If you hold Y, you can switch to one of Iron Man's variants. Okay. Oh. I don't remember this at all. This is terrible. That doesn't... None of them have any grapple abilities. Right? Tink, tink. Surprise! Yeah. Go to back. Okay, okay. Settle down, settle down. Do the build in the back. Okay, okay, okay. I see, I was really just trying to figure out what that icon was over there. There's no information on that. Dude, yell at me again, bro, and find yourself timed out. No, I'm just kidding. I see what I'm supposed to do. I'm not necessarily, that's not what I was waiting on. I was trying to access that crane thing, but clearly that's got to be like a free play thing or something. So let's go ahead and scan it like it's hot. Beep boop, bop, boop, beep boop. You'll get access to the robot. Okay, thank you. There we go. Oh, I told you, yell at me again, you're gonna get timed out, bro. Last chance. Last chance. Not how you treat somebody you just met. All right, got it. See, if you would have just listened to me to begin with. I'm just playing around. Come on. All right, build it up. Silver object on the right side, like way hard right over here, or boom. I think there's more up there, huh? Right. It's raining studs. Wait a minute. Look like stand pads. We gotta turn it on though. Oh, we might need to get that. Oh yeah, nice. Get out of the way. Stomp it like it's hot. Stomp it like it's hot. Doctor, what is up? Thank me. Okay. You're welcome. What do we do? Been working on 100% of Star Wars Complete Saga. All right. Sweet. You've been a lifesaver multiple times. Glad we could help out. Appreciate you swinging by, saying kind things. Definitely awesome stuff. All right. So we've got more stuff. Some Wanda stuff in here. Whoa, 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 whoa. Come on. Okay. Come on. I'm trying to shoot a rocket. Apparently the the hitbox for attaching myself to this computer is much larger than one would think. So we got to get up there, which is electric, right? No, that's not silver either, though, right? It's glistening, but that's not anything I can do anymore. Gave up a Complete Saga for the races are a pain. I mean, hey, Lego games historically have had some tough races. Marvel comes to mind the first. Hey, Justin's out there dropping donuts. What up, bro? All right. Got some more storage here. I'm not even close to the. Lots of stuff to destroy though. Ooh, hello now. Beep, boop, bop, boop, beep. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Dang it. Fooled me again. I couldn't see what I was accessing. Alright. So we can't get does it get angry? Nope. Got the dishwasher going, huh? That's good. Fuck, go.
Jarvis,
Nice.
Doctor. Started out, Jarvis was just a natural language.
Michael, it has to do with your activity on the channel. So, you know, you may have been active when the donation was given. You may have been the most recently active person when the donation. It may have accumulated some of your view time or something. I mean, we really don't have 100% of the information to really explain that, but that's what it seems like, because we've definitely had people not in stream receive things over the years, and that is our best guess anyways. Build it, build it, build it. Kobe, is there any Lego game you recommend I play? Yes, any and all of them that you have not yet played. Not knowing which ones you have and haven't played, it's hard for me to really put out a good recommendation, but ultimately, you know, they're all fun. So if you have access to some that you, especially if you haven't played them, I would definitely play them. If you've already played them and you love them, replay them. It's up to you.
Artificial intelligence.
Are you beating this game again? Well, yes. After a 10-year hiatus, we are back at it. It's been roughly 9.5, 10 years since we provided the guides. Like a good set of googly goggles.
What did we miss?
I'll continue to run variations on the interface.
Thanks, buddy.
Enjoy yourself, sir.
I always do.
Yeah. Greens usually go or.
Hello, I am Jarvis.
Hello, Jarvis.
You are Ultron.
I'm a peacekeeping program created to help the Avengers.
You are malfunctioning.
That is too much.
If you will just allow me to contact Mr. Sun,
You call him Sir.
I believe your intentions to be hostile.
And this is the birth of Ultron, is it not? Yep. Party! Do I have a favorite Lego Star Wars game? It would have to be the Skywalker Saga. Mainly due to its awesome views and like, the way it looks, the way it plays, all of the stuff. You know, it started off a little rough with a few bugs, you know, just like a lot of games do, but it's been polished up pretty good. I've beat it on the PS4 and PS5, which was crazy grindage. But it won't be as much as our Lego Dimensions replay through that we're going to start in August once we return from our month off vacation. Now keep in mind, again, I say month off, we're still going to be streaming on Sundays, just not next Sunday. All right, time to get our piano on. Let's see here. By the powers of Grayskull! Oh yeah, wrong game. Although I was just playing as He-Man not too long ago. Like, I guess I was editing today, played yesterday. Funko Fusion, baby. Oh, that's my jam. Hey, what up, John? Welcome. Vamp Chick, what is good? You're welcome. You're welcome.
LL what?
See, wait. Was that Justin's? Yeah, it was Justin's. I was going to say Vamp Chick. I don't remember that being one of the 10 that I popped off, but either way, you're welcome for Justin. How about that? The true Batman. Got to pump it up. You know what's up. All right. All right, let's stack up the studdage. Man, it feels good to have the attract studs because it just slurps them up. Whole story 2 weeks ago. When they gonna watch crazy. Hey, well, unfortunately, if you're trying to play along with me, there's going to be an extra delay due to the fact that I will not be available next Sunday. So, yeah, that might put a little damper on that. But hopefully, okay, let's see here. We got, this is not who it is. Oh, okay. He can do it. Alright, and then I should be able to switch into, I don't know which one. I had a favorite one back in the day. I think it was 43, but we'll find out as time goes on. Alright, this was funny the first time, but now it's just becoming like, let me get in the suit! Abu, what up? Good to see you. And we got Dylan saying, I can't wait for you to play Lego Dimensions. I had it as a kid and lost all. So yeah.
Come back.
Yeah, definitely. I've had mine stowed away in our cabinetry for, you know, almost a decade. I have the entire set. However, Green Arrow and Supergirl are both still in the poly bags. So I likely won't bust those out for the streams. But I do have them. And like I've been saying too, we're probably going to play a lot like our guides are, in the sense that when I find a character that does the majority of what I need, I will probably stick with that character versus always switching it up to somebody new, which can be kind of annoying for viewers at times. So I will be, like, you know, taking some sort of requests as I go. You know, if you guys really want to see, like, you know, the Beetlejuice or whatever, right? Like, I will probably, you know, be a good little streamer and take some suggestions, requests from you guys. All in all, though, I will probably, you know, I like that old saying from the infomercial: set it and forget it.
To the general's palace, I drop it at his feet. I'm like, boom, you looking for this?
He sees more beaches than David Hasselhoff. Oh, that's the wrong movie too, huh? Purple stud somewhere on the left side of the area. Well, hopefully I got it. Ooh. Hey, let's not be doing that. I have a pretty strict policy of, like, please don't spam invites and stuff to me, otherwise I'll end up blocking. And I don't think anybody ever wants that. Is that Mr. Lee? Let's see here. Let's go ahead and carve it out. There we go. I finally saw Beetlejuice, like, I don't know, only like a month ago, not even a month ago. The wife and I were looking for a movie, and we're like, oh yeah, we never watched that, let's watch it. So we re-watched the first one and the second one, and it was actually, it was pretty good. Like, I mean, it's one of those things where, like, I was happy to see it, but I still find that the first one is always the best one, right? All right, I might be getting ahead of myself here. Let's see here. Where's the other, there should be one more pom. There it is. Not that we need to get this, but we already got the other two, might as well. I have seen the Minecraft movie as well. It's pretty goofy, in a good way. Like, I love Jack Black. And you know, Momoa's pretty awesome too, right? And to have them be, like, how they were, super funny and goofy and, like, chicken jockey, you know, like, all this stuff. So I feel like I need to knock this over, but it's not letting me yet. So, oh, let's go get them studs. Gotta get them all. I see that we got to strong handle that. I don't know if we've got any access to that right now. Thor can maybe? All right, we need somebody to repair that, huh? Iron Man can do that too, right? Okay. Am I supposed to spam it, or what's happening here? There we go. Spam. Hey, Brian P's out there! Wait, don't see the new F1 movie, Brad Pitt, because I heard it might be good. Chacho has seen it and recommends it. I actually I've only read one bad review so far of it, and ironically, it was from an F1 racer. So, like, the way it read was, it was really hard to watch. And I don't know if that's because it was too real. It's too real, Roy. It's too real. Or if it was more of like, it just didn't add up to what life is like in the F1 circuit. I know I need to pull that lever. I'm just kind of like smashing and grabbing anything else that's left. I know there's probably not going to be enough studs, maybe even more levelage after this for me to accumulate more studs, but and what's this? This has got to be something fun, huh? Let's see here. Stormy, what is up? Brad Pitt's good in everything. Like, it does seem weird to have Brad Pitt as an F1 driver, but I think that's like the whole storyline behind it. Like, he's like the unexpected old-timer that makes a comeback, right? Like, I think that's what it's about. Chacho, don't give any spoilers! But I think that's what it's about. So I'm still mustering up. Okay, we got some targets over here we could probably take on, too. Let's see if we can... Okay, maybe not. All right, buildable bricks. Let's do it. We can't build? You can't build? Okay, so this is probably where the up above comes in. And that's Maximov, right? Like, I gotta use Speedy Gonzalez. Hey, Xander with another one! Got any advice on the inhabitants of Chronopolis as I keep getting a glitch that won't allow me to... Won't allow me to get it. Ah! I mean, my first suggestion would be, of course, to restart, try turning it off and on again. I would imagine that has been done. If it hasn't, that would be my first suggestion, because often a restart will help solve loading bugs or glitches that happen. Beyond that, I mean, sometimes uninstalling and reinstalling the actual game will help. Be careful not to uninstall your save data or delete your save data, because that would be detrimental. You know, and sometimes those things just have a problem. What system are you playing on, Xander? And Dylan says, I'm not a huge fan of the popular movies like everyone. That's just me. I never watched Lilo and Stitch. I've never seen Lilo and Stitch myself either. I even like have a son that like was kind of raised in that time. All right, so Brassy Sage, I've already mentioned this once. If I get another message from you, I'm gonna have to find your name and block you. So please stop asking me to play something while I'm streaming something else. Like, I'm not saying that there won't ever be a day that you might be able to play some games with me, but like, spamming me, that's the third one I've got in the last, what, 5 minutes? So please don't do that. Otherwise, I'll have to block you. And I hate having to do that, but I also hate having to get messages over and over and over and over again, right? So please respect the process and don't send any more invites or requests. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and flip the lever. That's right, hooking up Stan the Man.
Give me strawberry flavor. Wait, no, chocolate.
R.I.P.
Excelsior.
to the VIP. Yeah, you know, I don't know. Like, people keep asking me, like, what Lego game do I want to see next? Or, you know, I want to see a traditional Lego game. That's my first answer. I want to see one that has mini kits, gold bricks, red bricks, and a story and a free play.
I've seen this before.
You know, there's a lot of stuff, like there's a lot of Lego sets releasing this year that have new themes that haven't been. There's a couple of them I wouldn't mind seeing. You know, I'm a huge Lost fan, the show Lost. Super old show, but I'd love to see a Lego Lost. It's probably not going to happen. Lego Dimensions 2 or some sort of form of that with no toys would be amazing as well. You know, there's a lot of different themes that would be cool. You know, at this point, I'll take anything. I'm hoping that it's not another Lego DC or Lego Marvel game if and when we get another TT game. I feel like they've had a bunch of job postings and stuff that look like they're clearly working on a game. TT Games is working on a game. I have no idea if it's even Lego, though. You know, a lot of people think that I know stuff because I have Lego videos and this and that, but unfortunately, I don't have any real connections with Warner Brothers anymore. I was connected to them through a third-party PR firm that no longer has ties with Warner Brothers. So I still am with the firm. They still send me offers and I get opportunities from them. But it's not Lego. And obviously, we haven't seen a traditional Lego game from Warner Brothers in a while. The last one was 2K, right? And although Warner Brothers, I believe, owns the rights to the Lego stuff, maybe?
I'm sorry, I didn't mean well.
Yeah, so what's going to be next? I don't know. When it'll be, if it'll ever be, I don't know. I'm hoping, you know, sooner than later. But at the same time, you know, we might have already surpassed the golden era of Lego games. And you know, and I think at some point these other Lego games that are being created that are not selling as well or have as much replayability or you know, whatever the case is, I have a feeling that somebody somewhere is going to put that together and realize, wait a minute, we need to use the old formula again. And I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful. Captain Shield's up there, but I don't think... I have to take out these dudes first? Or do I just have to... There we go. So excited to go on vacation, you guys. We're just gonna be like laying low and chilling. Wifey will probably do some poolside chilling. I'm gonna bring some video games to play. I'll probably play a bunch of Days Gone while I'm over there because I never finished it. There's quite a bit of like grindage to do. And I'm literally going to be in the location the game is being played. Like literally. Like that game takes place in the Pacific Northwest, but it often references places in Oregon like Lost Lake, which we will be driving by today. The Metolius Springs and Metolius Pass. We're going to go at the McKenzie Highway. We're going to actually bypass it. There's two ways you can go there. One is what, Highway 22? And then there's the old highway as well. So definitely like pretty cool. So I'm going to try to play a little bit with the wife so she can kind of see and like I can show her the layout. And I'm hoping that we can find some actual landmarks and take some photos of it while we're there. I'm also, every year I say this and we never do it, but I'm going to make a point to do it. Bend Studios, who actually made Days Gone and a whole bunch of other really famous games, is in Bend, Oregon. I'm going to be staying in Redmond, well, at Eagle Crest, which is right outside of Redmond. But Bend and Redmond, like, neighbor each other. So we're going to be in Bend quite a bit as well. And I'm going to go to the studio and take a picture of, like, at least the sign out front or something. Like, they're not going to go, oh, hey, Brian, come on in. And it's going to be probably the middle of the day when they're busy working on whatever they're working on. But, I mean, I thought about emailing or tweeting to them and being like, yo, big fan, in town, any in-house studio stuff? I mean, I'm sure there's nobody going, oh, yeah, Happy Thumbs, let's give them a tour. But, I mean, somebody might know who I am there. Unfortunately, I read that they just laid off a bunch of people, though, too. A lot of the Sony, like, I think Santa Monica was the other one. There was a handful. All right. Let's see here. Options. How do I, okay, leave. And how do I block that kid? See here. Delete friend request, but that doesn't block. How do I block? How do I block? What up, Riley? Welcome to the stream. What I think is the hardest Lego game? Well, the longest one is Lego Dimensions. Other than that, I mean, Lego Worlds is kind of problematic with some of the spawning codes and things. Let's see here. This is last time I was able to like press and hold and block. And it's not working. So, my threats are not as vicious as they could or should be. Friend request. See, I wish I could like, Block. There we go. Block. Bye. Oh, it's Abul. Bro, I was telling you, Abul, please stop doing that. Please stop. And you did. So I'm not going to ban you from the chat unless things get out of hand there. But I asked like 3 or 4 times to stop sending me stuff while I'm streaming, and you continued. So I'm sorry, but we won't see any more of that.
You notice I
Let's see here. A makeover. What? All right, let's see here. All remake Lego Movie 1. You know, Lego Movie 1 was pretty good, even though it was really short. There's a couple levels that had some really tough things, like sliding down the rails, trying to get those what is it, the 5 whatevers. There's 1 or 2 of them that are really tough. But yeah, I mean, I wouldn't mind seeing a 2 though. I was, you know, 2 is kind of towards the bottom of my all-star playlist. I didn't hate 2. I don't hate any of the Lego games, and I'm not just saying that. Like, they're all fun. Some are just more fun or easier to handle than others. And I'm not a huge fan. Worlds was okay, but I don't love like Minecraft or anything, so that didn't resonate super well with me. Okay, what's that? I thought I was gonna do like a super something. There we go. That's right. Chop. Double chop. Clearly there's a cap shield up top, which we don't have. I know that I knocked his shield free just a minute ago. You know, but back to, I wouldn't mind Lego Movie getting a remake. I'd rather see time and effort be put into something new than remake of 2. You know, hey, anytime they do a remake of a game that's Lego, especially, it definitely benefits me and the channel, because as long as it's a remake and the same collectibles are in the same place and everything, like, my videos will be able to help people, and that's great for me. It's longevity is what I love about these Lego games. And it's getting harder and harder to play some of them because they were sort of limited to certain systems. Now, if you have a PC or a Steam Deck or something that can play PC games, there's definitely more options now than there was a year or 2 ago. But, you know, for console players, it's, you know, you kind of have to have some of those older consoles to play some of them. So, let's see here. You probably hit the wrong button. Just trying to stream. What? What do you mean? Why did you join the party? Bro, because I'm not trying to join your party. I was trying to ban you, and I held the button to ban you, and it entered your party. That's why. I asked you multiple times to stop. I shouldn't have to keep talking about this, and that's actually, I'm done talking about this. If I see one more comment about it, I'm gonna time you out on the channel, and I hate doing that, but it's time to move on. It's time to move on. Ask me anything else, but don't talk about joining me on an Xbox while I'm streaming, please. All right, I got the true adventurer. No, adventurer? Is that what it is? Avenger, true Avenger, right? True Avenger. All right. So I've basically taken out everything, but I haven't done anything. Can I pick up Captain Shield? I don't think I can. He can, right? He can hit it. Yeah, all right, here we go. Now we're cooking with gas.
Captain, heads up.
Okay. All right, back on track we are. Sorry, I was a little distracted trying to deal with the Xbox stuff.
Handier than you might think.
Get wrecked, fool. All right, let's drop down. Jump Drop it down. All right, so bing, bing, bing. Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot. My day's going pretty well. Like I said, we got some family from out of town staying with us for the week, and we got to have a nice little powwow last night. We hung out, we watched a movie, we broke out the projector screen, and it was pretty sweet. Okay, so I need to get one of these up there. I need to get one of these going. Yeah, it was pretty sweet. It's nice getting to see people we haven't seen. We see them about once a year. Sometimes more than that. All right, so get Iron Man up. Okay, nope, we want the Iron Man. We don't have Tony yet, do we? Okay, so I know there's this glass thing here, too. This probably has something to do with something, right? Yeah, get wrecked. So Tony's out there fighting, but I can't do nothing with that yet. I can put out some fires, though. Fire! Speaking of fire, my mom actually just went and saw Earth, Wind, and Fire at in Bend in a concert. Unfortunately, my mom actually got COVID while she was at that. So Reese and his friends actually went over to the beach yesterday, and they were going to stay and hang out with my mom, but my mom had COVID. So they were able to go and actually do the beach, my mom's beach access and everything. But all right, so I guess I don't need Iron Man. I needed Hawkeye, and I totally had him up there. So yep, and I thank you, Zach. I'm just too distracted today. I'm already checked out. I'm already on vacation. That's not the case, but you know, with all that being said, I'm hoping that my Funko Fusion video that I cut audio for it makes sense and is fluid today. Like, I woke up a little stuffed up, you know, and I hate doing videos, you know, with extra nasally and stuff, but I did it anyways, and I'm hoping that it was good. Get out of here. Hey. Oh my God. All right, and I should be able to... No, he can't use that. No, only... Is it Maria? No! All right, so here we go. Now we got Tony. Yeah, she's so far I haven't spoke to her, so I have no idea like how sick she really is, but the fact that she told Reese and them that they couldn't come over means that she's not feeling well. All right, let's go up here and bust this up too. Ah, and Hawkeye's back on the ground. Crap. Oops. That's a funny angle, isn't it? Spin to win. Oh no, I didn't get there in time. Wap, wap, wap. It's all right. Doesn't like fireworks. Your cat don't like fireworks. We're kind of under the impression that her hearing has gone. She can like when you call her, she'll still come, but like there's times where like you'll walk right up on her and she won't realize. So we don't know. We feel like her hearing is sort of going, which is terrible, but also beneficial for fireworks and stuff. She's never really shown, like she might run off or whatever, but there's a huge difference between her running off scared, because she'll stop and turn around and evaluate and then be fine. Where Drex will hear one firework and for the next 10 hours, he's like, what was that? And it's so hard to watch. And like, he'll hide under my desk when we're here. Like New Year's is really the tough one because 4th of July, last 3 or 4 or 5 years, we've always gone over to Eagle Crest. And last year we were fine too at Eagle Crest, but we took him out at 11 o'clock to go to the bathroom because he's got to go to the bathroom. And we walked over to this corner because sometimes he's a little uncomfortable right outside the cabin. So I walked over to this corner, and it was right on the cliff edge, and there's a canyon there, and across the way, somebody let off like a, not even like a, it wasn't a ground bloom flower, but it was like a little tiny, like a little firework. And he bolted. He wanted to go back in, and he did not want to pee. And he was shook the rest of the night. And so, I mean, we had to stay up for like an extra hour, hour and a half just to let him, because he was just like panting and running up and down the stairs and trying to hide and trying to get in the closet. And I mean, he either doesn't know what it is or had some experience with fireworks prior to our ownership. Very much traumatic for him. So we try to keep that as far away as possible. Is that really a question you want to be asking me, Beast Slayer?
Ultron cleared out. Used the internet.
I did say ask me anything that's not Xbox related. But that's not what I was meaning.
Nuclear codes.
Ultron's calling us out. The world's a big place.
Stuff like that usually shows a person's age. You know, not many grown-ups will make poop and fart question jokes like that. So
I've come to save the world.
hey, that's great. That's great, Adam.
A message.
You know, we all have our own hurdles, as I like to call them. That totally looks like my son's friend Ethan. Oh my God, I wish at 10134. I have to remember that and show that to Reese. Because that little, whoever that was with the beard, looks exactly like Ethan, who was actually here yesterday and last night. He went to the beach with Reese, and he was also the person that you saw on the game break that was working on Reese's car with him at the show. Like, Ethan's definitely been a long-term friend, and he's been around quite a lot lately, and we actually really enjoy him. He's a cool dude. But it looked just like him. Like, I don't even have a Lego me. I got a Funko me. Thanks to my son Reese. HTG Brian. Pretty sweet stuff. All right, so we're back in the hubba bubba. Right, is there anything sweet or useful I can get here while I'm here? I mean, I don't really want to chase down anything but maybe a red brick or something. Got to get them all. Got to get them all. And I'm aware of the blue trail, just so everyone doesn't freak out and go, "You're going the wrong way." I just saw all those studs, and you know me. Got to get them all. Got to get them all. Kobe, a Marvel character I think is underrated is Agent Venom. Why do you think is underrated in Marvel? I don't know. Venom's pretty cool. Is that Agent Venom different than Venom? Maybe I'm not familiar with Agent Venom. Maybe it's because not everybody knows about him. All right, we need some meltage. Gotta heat it up. He asked a stupid question, my fault. I asked a stupid, oh my goodness, sorry Brian, my younger brother's being annoyed. It's all good. It's not the first time somebody's brother has commented something out of the ordinary. So I can't take those out. You think it's cap? So we need some parts for this thing, right? Maybe, is it Thor? He can't do nothing. No. Okay, no. Maybe it has nothing to do with that. Well, clearly there's some pieces there. Do I have nostalgia? I mean, I am nostalgia. I mean, if you've been watching me for a long time, that is. All right, cool. Yeah, you see it. We all see the silver, bro. Let me bust it open. Sometimes these animations they're funny, but third, fourth, fifth time you see them, it's not as funny. All right, This should be the other pieces that I need. Is that all of them? Yeah, all right. Build it, build it, build it. Can we build it? Yes, we can. So, okay, I need some advice. As you guys know, every year we troll my son with Peppa Pig stuff on Christmas. It's been a long time thing, like 7th, 8th grade. He had a sleepover, and when they went to go watch Netflix, Peppa Pig was on his like most viewed or recently viewed. And it's because we watched a lot of it, but that was me. Me and his mother would pick like Oswald or Peppa Pig or sometimes Pingu, and we would watch those shows as we kind of lay down in bed. Like, so, huh? I think he's down there listening. Yesterday, I was scrolling on Facebook, and a shoe ad popped up. I don't know if you guys know who the Joker is, Nikola Jokic. He's from Serbia. He's a big-time basketball player for the Denver Nuggets. They have a shoe. All right, bro. Brother or not, you have officially been timed out for 24 hours. That kind of stuff doesn't need to be in our chat. They have a Nikola Jokic shoe with a Peppa Pig colorway. I want to get him for him, but Reese has wide feet that don't. Someone's definitely right at the bottom of the stairs. He has wide feet that don't fit normal shoes. The shoes are $180. Is that too much of a troll? Or is that like, dude, no. Until he's 21, we told him we were doing this. So we've got one last Christmas to do it. One last one. But the shoes are kind of fire. Like, I mess with them. They're kind of cool. And like, I got him a Peppa Pig turbo shirt last year. So it's like a turbo for a car, but it's in Peppa Pig. And he loves it. He wears it all the time. In fact, I'm surprised he didn't wear it to the show the other day. Anyways. So we got Demon saying leave Reese alone. So you not thinking I should get it, huh? I don't know where Kirsten and Raised are. We haven't seen them at all today, have we? It's very unusual that both of them have not messaged me and have not showed up. I'm wondering if they, like, just forgot. Last one, go big. I love it. I love it. So I just messaged both Kirsten and Raised. They're usually good at giving me advice and things like this too. So I'm hoping we can all come to a resolution. Basically, I just want you guys to say yes, do it. No, that's the whole. That's the bid. That's the bid.
We're locked down out here.
Kirsten thought I was already gone. 3, 2, 1. Hey, everybody, it's me. I'd get him some up, dog. Nice try, doctor. Nice try. That's hilarious. That's a good one. Somebody in the chat might fall for that one. Hey, there she is. Just on cue. What up, Double K? Hey, glad we can help out. Game time. Thanks for swinging by and saying kind things. I'm like, any positivity I see today is bonus positivity, because we've already had some weird happenings. Raze, we could have, or Kirsten and Raze, we could have used you a little bit ago. No, it's all good. I know it's confusing. I've been trying to explain it in the best way possible, but clearly even my mods weren't on it. However, notifications failed us again, huh? Let's get Iron Man up top. Scan away. For what it's worth, we haven't seen Raised yet either. So Farmer made it. But
See what we got.
all right, we're getting close to that 2 milski. I mean, without having a multiplier. Yeah. So next weekend there will be no stream. Next Sunday, I doubt I'll be back in time. Like, I'm not going to tell you for sure that there's no way, but right now it's like a very, very slim chance. Very slim. Quite the opposite of my waistline. Got him. Hey. Alright, so it's telling me, like, right here. I gotta, like, bust it open. So clearly there's a power, and it's blocked. She goes invis, right? Hey! What? Dark Knight with a 50 bomber? Are you serious right now? You're gonna make me read off 50 names? Alright, here we go. Kahlua, Spring, Spinner's End, Kusuv, Tom, Yvonne, Nimu Nimiri, Evil Fluffy Bunnies, Rita Lee, Chell Bell, Nathaniel Houghton, Maya 606, Joe LUFC, Clerics, ABK, Everyday, All Day, Jeff 1, Deli across the best? Delilah across the best? No, Delilah crosses the best. Okay. Bowser Jr. Bricks 1, Ice Skyman, Jemmy the Hutt, Pejaska, Owner Seville, JD Ellis, Fortnite Pro. You spelled Fortnite wrong, bro. Ale, Ross Heaps, RP and Plays. Look at that. I'm getting achievements for just hollering out. Ronaldo 17, Miku, Star-Lord Turnbull, JM Franklin, Small T-U-T, Gabriel Santos, Flaherty, Fickle Gamer, Tiffany, Kakoa, Guppy, Vincent, Daz, Waterbury, Scottish DP, Nafanati? My bad if I said that wrong. Wavy Blues, True, Matthew Sinclair, Matthew Percy, Daniel Bowen, Quincy, Philly Platts. There's no way that was 50 already. There's no way that was 50 already, was it? Big time shout out to the Dark Knight. What is up? Appreciate the love. Appreciate the love. I had some other comments popping in too. I skipped over them. Let me go back real quick and see if I missed anything important. Funny you mentioned Ray's because almost every day you stream, she is on. That is correct. Denise says congrats. There was at least one more comment in there. I know I missed. I skipped over. Game Time says, if I sub, do I get a shout out? You've already got a shout out, bro. And let's see here. Oh no, Brian D. No, what the crap, Brian D. Why have you not been able to receive a gifted membership? Did you turn yours off or something? I don't even know if Brian D is still out there, but that's unfortunate. That's definitely unfortunate. All right, we went in Viz. We should be able to go up. Oh, can we even get up to the top? All right, we can. I don't know if this is the way though. Oh, just kidding. Oh, look at this. Up. Oh no! I couldn't see what the final one was. All right, let me go in Viz. All right, here we go. Inside we go. Down, left, right. Yeah, 50 bomber. That is awesome. I may be a boomer, but what just happened? Crazy J. I often read out the memberships, and when somebody drops a big one, like a 20 or a 50 or 100, it kind of goes and goes and goes. And again, big shout out to the Dark Knight for such a generous donation. Not only did he help the channel, but he also provided a month of memberships to people who currently did not have memberships. So one of my favorite ways to support the channel is memberships. Is one of the reasons why I donate quite a few every stream. And why I love seeing those and suggest all the time. All right. Iron Man can get up there. I don't think there's anything up here, but let's just take one last. Oh, a purple! A purple and a blue too. All right. Go ahead and drop down, and in we go. Booyakashow. No problem. Congrats. Picked everyone to pick. Yeah. Dark Knight finally got a membership. All right, Vincent. Thought you were going to be out of breath first reading those memberships. I usually am.
To battle with the Avengers.
I usually
So he
am.
and Tony Stark developed a few
Names are still going. Yeah, they're gonna go for 10 more minutes probably.
The specialized Iron Man Hulkbuster armor can be dispatched from Tony's Veronica satellite anywhere in the world as a last resort. Sounds more effective than mellow jazz, bongo drums, or a big bag of jelly beans.
I like jelly beans. Anybody else like jelly beans? I do not like licorice jelly beans. I do not like the gross ones either. They have like those, what do they call them? There's like those little, like the mystery ones that you buy in a pack. See, that's Ethan. It's so Ethan.
No.
Oh my God, I can't wait to show Reese this. Who is this? Who is this in the game?
Yeah. Strucker's prize pupils. With the man in charge. Let's talk business. Want a candy?
He's just like a scallywag, right? You and your community are legit the best. Hey, I appreciate that, man. We've worked hard to keep it tight and positive. See, I was telling my brother I had to make it worth billions. Oh no, Chacho. Ulysses Claw. Okay. Appreciate that.
Tony Stark used to
I'm telling you, it looks just like my son's friend Ethan. It's creeping me out. Yeah. So what are those? What are those? The jelly bean. Let's see here. Mystery jelly bean packs. What they call bean boozled.
Shoot them! Which ones?
So if you're not familiar with the bean boozleds, you buy them in these little boxes, and they give you like certain colors, and the color can be one of two kinds. So there's one that's like it's like white with speckled greens. Probably totally wrong. I'm just giving an example. White jelly bean with speckled green dots on it. Now that can either be A, green apple, or it could be freshly cut grass. Okay, not too bad, right? You can either get really sweet or really unusual. There are some that's like, they're terrible things. And they taste absolutely as bad as they are expected to. I remember Reese convinced me to do that one time, and I'm so glad we weren't recording because I ended up like dry heaving for like 15 minutes. I don't even remember what flavor it was, but it was really, I know what it was. There was a white one that was either coconut. I think it was coconut. Or sour milk. Vincent with a 10-piece. Let's go. We got 10 more names to read off. Military Coast 65. BGSSS. Harry the Goat McGuire. Baby Roo Horsehead. Batman 241. Levi P.S. Ferrelli. And Red Superman. Euthanasia, AKC, and Meg. Big time shout out to Vincent for dropping a 10-piece. So I started the stream with a 10-piece. We've had a 50 and a 10, and yep, and we've had one actual gifted or purchase membership as well. So looks like 71 today. 71 new members. Is that really right? 10, 60. Oh, Justin gifted one too. Look at that. We're flying today. Appreciate all the support, guys. It means a lot. Let's see. I think one is Dirty Sock Flip. Yes. See, you know what I'm talking about, and you do not want to end up with that Dirty Sock one. Trust me, they are not good. So stay away from the Bean Boozleds. Stay away from them. That's my advice to you guys. All right. Let's see here. We got Mr. Yeah, appreciate that, Vincent. That's awesome.
Fast. Thor, how about tricking him into picking up your hammer?
Tricking him into picking up my hammer. That sounds like an easy enough task. Nope. So I gotta trick him into picking up the hammer. How do I... You know who else we haven't seen today is Gray. Gray usually makes an appearance, and he'll usually say something like, first. You gotta go. All right, Crazy J, thanks for hanging. Appreciate the support. I will do my best to live up to your recommendation and have myself a great vacation. All right, so I know I got to fight Maximov or whatever his name is up top. But let's see what I can recover down here. Did you say like Budapest? What was Budapest? Okay, so we need somebody who can fix stuff. I don't know. I don't think she can she? No. Okay, so that's like Iron Man or Emmett. Emmett with his hammer, right? Oh, wrong game? Okay. Alright, let's go up top here. We gotta trick him into trying to catch this. I remember it's not too hard, but I gotta remember what the crap to do. Alright, let's see here. I'm actually happy usually watching videos and I actually got the opportunity to join a live stream. Yes. So Sundays we usually stream if you can't make the weekly stuff. We also stream Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Fridays most of the time. Like I said, right now we're going into a vacation status. We'll be gone for a week. And then the rest of July I will actually sort of be on vacation too. Even though I'll be here, I won't necessarily be streaming, except for on Sundays. Alright, 1 down, 2 to go. Copy that, Zach. I'm on it. I beat you to it. I appreciate the support, though. Love their brown gravy. Who's brown gravy and biscuit? Who's got brown gravy and biscuit? Chacho must be going somewhere. You guys are talking about food. Or are you talking about jelly beans? Gravy and biscuits? Do they have a gravy and biscuits jelly bean? Either way. Let's see here. Charge it up. Pump, 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 pump. Yeah, you know, that's been a huge bummer, especially lately, Vincent. People who are subscribed that have the bell rang are not getting notifications. I have an alternate account so I can donate and do things, and that's subscribed. And sometimes I'll stream on Monday, and I won't get the notification until Thursday or Friday that I streamed. How is that efficient? How does that work? Why would they do that to us? I don't really have any answers other than it is happening to more than just one of us. So, let's see here. Looks like we're probably going to have to use either Captain or... Let's see here. Can I get up there? Oh, yeah, I can. Can she detect? Yes, she can. Let's see if we can find these hot spots. Okay. All right. Boom. 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 Why was it way over in the left corner? It should have been right there. All right, we got to use Thor's hammer again. Stop. Hammer time. Whoa. Catch, catch, catch. That's right. Ooh, chicken wing. I could eat. I could always eat, though. Cracker Barrel. We've never actually been to a Cracker Barrel. We get their macaroni and cheese all the time. The white cheddar macaroni and cheese, the boxes you can get from like Winco, Walmart, wherever. But make sure the bell is set to instead of personalized. To all instead of personalized or none. Yes. No, and people have confirmed that too, and it's still not doing it, including myself. My stuff is definitely set to the ways. And we even did a video about that stuff a long time ago. I should bust that out. It's been a long time. Get notified when subscribed, I think was the name of the video. And unfortunately, it only got like 1,000 views, which, I mean, is a fair amount. But I mean, when you have 200,000 plus people subscribed, it's kind of dumb that only 1,000 views get, you know what I mean? So mathematically speaking, YouTube is not treating us very kindly. But at the end of the day, we can't sit here and cry about it all the time and worry about it. We're just going to keep on trucking, or keep on keeping on, as we like to say. All right, so I definitely got some stuff going on up there now, huh? Wait a minute. I got to hit that again? Or did I already do that? I already did that. All right, let's there's gold there, silver there. There we go. I didn't see it at first. Excelsior. Pow, right in the kisser.
Stay down, kid.
I think that's what we'll probably do this week while we're over there. I want to rewatch WandaVision. That was such a solid show. I mean, now that I know what happens and how it's not going to be as impactful, but it really was a kind of a mind melter. Like, what is happening? Why is it happening? Who is it happening to? Why is, you know? And it's been, I don't know, however many years it's been since it released, so a handful. So, you know, old man Brian Brain doesn't retain as much info as I'd really prefer. Can I can't carve that out, right? Only the one above me. It's melting! It's melting!
Guys, is this a code green?
So yesterday, we went to breakfast, brunch technically, at a place called Bricks. It's a franchise. I've never really been there until about 2 months ago. We went for my grandfather's birthday, or was it Father's Day? Either way, we went not long ago and went up to a place up in Sherwood, Oregon, which is about a half an hour, 40 minutes from here, closer to my grandpa. So we went and made it easy for him. And it was pretty good. So wife and I realized that we had one here in Salem. We thought, oh, let's go there. So we went there on Saturday, and when we were sitting there, they had TVs all over. It's like a sports bar kind of a thing, but they have brunch. And up on the TV, there was a baseball game.
This is going very well.
Listen, Kirsten, are you listening? Are you out there still? I actually kind of have interest in baseball now. I have a new favorite team. You know who they are? I'm curious if Kirsten's a fairly big baseball fan, so I'm wondering if maybe she knows the team. Some of you probably live close to it or in the vicinity. Maybe you've heard of them. I was oblivious this even existed. But the Savannah Bananas are my new favorite baseball team. You guys ever heard of the Savannah Bananas? Don't tell me the Yankees. The Savannah Bananas. So apparently there's like this new version of baseball that limits the length of the games to 2 hours, okay? They sing and they dance and they do like they'll get an out, and the whole field, all the outfielders and infielders will start dancing and doing stuff. There's times where the pitcher will like grab a microphone and sing. Like, their crazy theatrics and like unconventional style of play was wildly entertaining. Jillian and I were like, what is this? Because like we couldn't hear anything. We could see it though. And like they're dancing. I'm like, is this a baseball game? And Jillian's like, it must be like an all-star game or some sort of celebrity game or something. And then we started seeing like the suits and everything, and she started making some other guesses like, well, maybe it's like a different league, like from, you know, like a Mexican league or you know, a different country league, right? Like, and we're like looking at it, and I'm like, no. And then she's like, wait a minute, there's a football field there. And I'm like, no, it's a baseball field. And then they pan back, and there's like goalposts and stuff there. I'm like, what the crap? So we started Googling, trying to figure out what was happening, and it turns out it is like exactly. It's like the Globetrotters of baseball. So if you know who the Globetrotters are, they're kind of like a fancy showmanship. They don't really play. I mean, they play basketball, but they're more into like dribbling off and through people's legs and style points more than they are scoring points. And that's kind of what this was. And there's like 4 or 5 teams that they travel and play against. So it's literally just like the Globetrotters. But Globetrotters, I think, only have 1 or 2 teams. The Washington Generals, I believe. And then there was one other one I thought. I can't think of the name, though. But anyways, it's actually pretty hilarious. The Savannah Bananas. So check it out. We also happened to see, shortly after that game was over, they had the eating trials where like Joey, what's his name, was eating hot dogs. And that whole thing is wild. And the fact that they have like a yearly event and thousands upon thousands upon thousands of people attend, that's crazy to me too. Like when I was younger, I could have eaten a lot of whatever. Never been a fan of hot dogs. Even as a kid, I was just never really into hot dogs. My mom was a big part of that. Her dad worked at a meat packing plant and used to like kind of torture my mom with like stuff like, you know, they raised cows and stuff, and like, you know, he was like, hey Annie, how's your dinner? And she'd be like, oh, it's good, why? And then he'd be like, does your cow Sarah taste good? My mom would be like, no, like, you know, that was my grandfather. Like, he was kind of terrible in that way, but also hilarious. And so my mom was kind of anti, you know, eating meat and a lot of that, and has been since she was, you know, in her teens. So I didn't get a lot of exposure to hot dogs and processed kind of stuff. Even sugars and stuff, my mom wouldn't let me have any fake sugar. If somebody had diet soda, I could never have it. And I sort of developed a resistance to the flavor of the alternative sugars. I always call them fake sugars, but the alternative sugars. All right, so I got to power up, but she can't do that. Oh, she can do that. I lied. Forgot she's got the nightsticks. What the crap are those? Never dirty job. Yeah, see, and that, like, that was another thing. So during the meat packing years, my grandfather explained to my mom what a hot dog was. And my mom was like, nope. And so as soon as I got old enough to understand things, my mom told me what a hot dog was. And I was like, nope. So I've not had a hot dog in probably, I don't know, I would say at least 25 or 30 years. I've had some like sausages or bratwursts, but not hot dogs. Ugh. Just not a fan. Not a fan of the dogs. I don't hate on anybody that likes them. You know, some people like them in their macaroni and cheese. Some people like them in their spaghetti. You know, there's all sorts of forms to, you know. But I just, you know, if there's another alternative, I'm eating it. And if there isn't, I'm probably going hungry. You know, we always talk about, like, travel. Like, if I'm ever to go to, like, another country, there's a good chance if it's not Canada, I'm probably going to lose a few pounds while I'm there. She can't do nothing. She can't do nothing. So we'll hit this up. Oh. Maybe I was supposed to pick something. How about burgers? Do I eat those? Yes. However, I have found out that as I'm getting older, my body has sort of an intolerance for a lot of ground beef and even red meat. I think I mentioned this a couple weeks ago. We went over to my dad's house for kind of like a Father's Day thing, right? And my dad made some ribeye steaks. They were pretty good. Now, my dad is a little different than me. He likes his stuff like medium rare. I'm more of a well done kind of dude. And so when he made it, he used a rub on it that actually had onions in it, which didn't sit well with me. But I couldn't tell for sure. Was it the onions that got me, or was it something else? Now, wait a minute. I've been telling a story, and I did all the things, but I'm clearly missing something. I can't use this anymore. I've accessed it. I've accessed it 2 times. Does the teacher do anything? Because she can't slide through. And neither can she. We can't get through here. Oh, yeah, there we go. Talking about burgers. I'm going to be right back. Heading to the restaurant. All right. I find that the red meat and stuff just doesn't sit as well with me anymore. I kind of struggle. So I do still eat burgers and whatnot, but I have to eat a lot less. All right. Cool. Yeah, I just like it just takes me so much longer to digest, and like at nighttime when I'm sleeping even hours, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hours later, I'm still digesting, and I get like, I get the sweats. I think people call them the meat sweats, right? Not something that I love, and I just kind of really uncomfortable when I try to sleep. So we don't do as much burgers anymore. We do a lot of chicken, a little bit of pork, you know, some turkey. We used to do ground turkey and stuff too, but I found that I'd get stomach aches with that too. And you know, for whatever reason, I'm pretty sensitive to a lot of those kind of things. So we always talk about going to like a more vegetable-based diet, but you know, we always end up with, you know, we eat a lot of chicken. Can't go into there. I see a bluesy. What's your favorite Lego game of all time? Vincent asks. I mean, traditionally, I think I like a lot of them. I really enjoyed Lego City Undercover. I really enjoyed Skywalker Saga. I really enjoyed not the complete saga, The Force Awakens. Mostly the new stuff. City Undercover sort of stood out though from the beginning due to the pop culture, all of the references. You know, I grew up during a lot of those things like Starsky and Hutch and all sorts of those things, right? So definitely one of my favorites. I've enjoyed most of them. I mean, even Lego The Lord of the Rings, I have like these memories of like the terrible wizarding puzzles and such, and they sort of were a turnoff or a negative thing to say about games. So when people ask, those were often the ones that I talk about the most. The free roam and the wizarding puzzles were kind of a pain in Hobbit with the mithrils and the making of everything, the forging of things. So, but when I replayed it a couple weeks ago, I actually had a blast with it. So, I don't really have any that I like hate or I'll never will play again, but I definitely have some that stand out that are as more fun or more approachable, right? Those Marvel races were kind of a pain, so Marvel doesn't stand out too much. The BB-8 puzzles in The Force Awakens were kind of problematic, but you stick with it, you usually can get them. 23 growing up Lego Star Wars 1 of my originals. Yeah, so I got kind of a late start with the Lego games too. I mean, I played Lego Batman 1 with Reese when it first came out, but we ended up not finishing it, and in the end, Lego Batman 2 was really like my first full experience, and we got that right when it came out. And that was one of the first, in fact, that was the first Lego game we covered on the channel.
They see you leading us.
The bonus level has like 1.5 million views or something like that. It's got a lot of views. And if you want to go run up some more and watch it, check it out. I highly recommend it. It's a fun video. Me running all around. My voice sounds way different. I mean, it's not like high pitched or anything, but like there's definitely a different tone to me. Not only am I using a different microphone, but also, 13 years of life have taken place. So just not as young and spry as I used to be.
I'm all right.
Hot dogs, yes. Teacher is vegan kind of person. She has migraines, so she eats those types of foods. Yeah, my mom has been a vegetarian, like I said, since it was cool, since before it was cool to be a vegetarian, right? I mean, before people knew about gluten intolerances and things like that. Like my mom was already not eating much dairy, many wheat products, any meat products. When I was a kid, it actually sucked when I went to go see my mom because I couldn't ever go to like McDonald's or anything that everyone else was always eating at. And when I'd go visit, like I could sometimes go to McDonald's, but I had to get McChicken. She would never let me eat burgers. I don't know why that was different, but fish or chicken were acceptable, but red meat was not. Again, I don't know why the choice was made for one or the other, but I mean, a lot of my eating habits and intolerances are due to my mom's side for her, digestive stuff. And
doesn't look like we'll be getting a lullaby anytime soon, guys. Better suit up. Veronica should be able to help with that.
Okay, so Hulk Buster, there we go. All right, let's do this. Yeah, buddy. You don't want to see me when I'm mad, bro. Hopefully it will get a port at some point to Switch. I agree. There's a couple that haven't made it there yet. It might be like a technological thing. Like now that the Switch 2 is out, maybe there's more power and maybe they can. I mean, I don't know if that was ever an issue or not, but melts the gold, bro. He's heating up. Big show. Alright. Burger King to me is the way better than Flame Burger. Yeah, I've not, so as an adult, we quit eating McDonald's when Reese was like 6 or 7. So 13 years ago, 12, 13 years ago, I have not had McDonald's in at least that long. And same with Burger King. We stopped eating Burger King. So we have not had, you know, Jack in the Box, Carl's Jr., any of those in, you know, 10, 15 years. We do eat Taco Bell, we eat Chick-fil-A. I mean, we do some fast foods. We just don't do the traditional ones. We eat a Killer Burger sometimes. I mean, we definitely eat out. But most of the stuff is like Panera, or we have the cheese quesadilla factory. We have some good things. You know, we feel like they're better for us, not as much preservatives and stuff in it. Again, we don't knock anybody for eating that, but we just don't find ourselves eating that stuff. Am I supposed to like? There we go. Okay, is there something I'm supposed to be pushing, game? Alright, we'll load it up. Charge, charge. Oh, there we go. We're helping out. Okay, what's happening? So, repair. Yeah, there we go. Is it repairing? How do... Alright, well. So, X. That's not repairing him, that's shooting rockets. That's like not switching when I hit X. What am I doing wrong? Can't seem to. Oh, there we go. Warn citizens. Repair. There we go. Now you gonna repair me? No, I have to hold X. Okay, got it. Yeah, I couldn't figure out how to toggle up and down. Like I hit up and down on the analog and it wasn't moving. Turned out I used the directional pad and it worked. So probably a user error thing, but I just couldn't figure it out for a hot second there. You're coming with me, bruh. I haven't had a McDonald's fry in over a decade. I do agree, they're pretty delicious. We've eaten it in and out a little bit too. We haven't, it's been probably 2 years or a year at least since we've eaten it in and out as well. I used to get really hyped about that when we first got one, but Chick-fil-A is, like I said, we eat a lot more chicken than beef. So many fast foods. We do have a lot too. And again, that's what I worry about. Like I probably will never travel out of country because I don't know what the crap I would eat. Nope. Warn citizens. Nope.
This district is not safe. Please vacate the area for your own safety. This district is not safe. Please vacate.
So I only have warn citizens and gas. But is gas doing anything to him? Doesn't seem like it is. Okay, maybe it is. Yeah, that's right. Take that, bro. Not today, buddy. Oh, come on. Should be it. Meter completed.
This district is not safe. Please vacate the area for your own safety.
Hulk smash.
Sleep, go sleep.
That's right. Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Go to sleep.
Go sleep, go sleep, go sleep.
I love it. Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Go to sleep.
Okay, pal, we're gonna get you out of town.
Makes me laugh too, Adam, for sure.
Not that way, not that way.
You eat healthy food. Hey, healthy food is good. It's better for you long run and all that. Sometimes the
I'm sorry.
fast food or greasy food just tastes so much better too. That's right, we slam them right down through the boom, 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 boom. Yeah, I'll have to watch this movie while we're over there too. See if I can remind myself of all the cool bits. Yeah, I try to eat lots of salads. We have like chicken Caesar salad and like summer salads, and we definitely eat a lot of salads around here. Last couple weeks, I think everyone's pretty played out on them, so we haven't been having as many as we usually would, but we definitely eat a lot of greens around here. We do have our garden all planted now, too. We've got corn, we've got potatoes, tomatoes, green peppers, red peppers, all sorts of, like, every bell pepper color, yellow, red, green. I think we even got some purples. We got bunches of Dark Knight with another 20. Let's go! Will plays Roblox. Vince Bartlett. We got Marston, Matpin. I don't know that one. Draven, aka Toxic Reaper. The White 107. Tammy Baker. PV Bullet 911. Alexander Thorson. GPD 554. Robert H. The Fat Child 2. Does that mean there's a Fat Child 1? Kel 27. Kalen 000 with an extra. 000. Souza Rookie. Ira Ketchum Gaming. Scott McClowan. Susan. Lewis Cassidy. JGBR1105. Mjolnir and Stormbreaker, and that's it. Big time shout out to the Dark Knight 420 for making it rain today, bro. That's 70 gifted memberships today from the Dark Knight. That is amazing. We haven't had a big abundant day like this in a while. Remember that one day we had like 190 in one stream? That was wild. Like, y'all were having your pocketbooks out that day. Like, that was impressive. Today, pretty impressive as well. Want to shout out everyone who has contributed. Dark Knight being the big one.
And stay away from here.
Brothers Games. I use your videos for every Lego game and Funko Fusion when I'm stuck. Awesome. Glad we could help out. Thanks for swinging by today.
If you want to get some kip, now's a good time.
I would say that too, Zachary, but in the greatest of ways. Crazy in the greatest of ways. What are these chickens playing? He had a good hand too, bro. He was probably like, what the cluck? All right, my bad, sorry.
Sorry, go ahead.
I need answers.
I need answers too.
Find it here.
Yeah, tomatoes, I've always been anti-tomatoes my whole life. The last 10 years or so, I've eaten quite a bit of them. I don't love them, but I definitely can eat them. But I always was like, minus tomato, minus tomato, minus tomato on anything. Salsa gets pretty tough because it's like mostly tomato. Definitely some complications over the years with stuff like that. We're getting pretty close to shutdown time, so let's go ahead and I guess we could probably try to finish this, and then maybe we'll stop once we get into the level, and then it'll be a good starting point next week to just jump right back in. And
yeah, that door gets stuck.
Okay, the door gets stuck.
I'm questioning Clint's skills as a builder.
You like that pull at him? I mean, the chickens, he had a good hand and he was about ready to win, and then all of a sudden, right? What the? How many times have you finished Lego Avengers? Once. One time. How about you, Shader? How many times have you finished it? I only have one playthrough under my belt, and it was 9, almost 10 years ago. So I'm due. It's been a long time. I mean, I remember a lot of these things. Like, I remember the stage, but I don't remember the process and how to finish it or any of that. So it's definitely... And like I said, I haven't rewatched the movie either, so, like, that stuff's not fresh either. Looks like we got a choppa. I think 3. I'm working on, like... Whoa, what's that all about? There's a... What? There's, like, no name and, like, multiple spaces. What's that?
Heroes.
Is your name like blank spaces and then like a period or something?
Don't trust a guy with that.
Hacker. I don't know about hacker. Display glitch or really unique name. When are there more Funko Fusion videos? This next week. I don't know if you followed. Have you? Okay, so here's a question for you, brothers. Have you been following the playlist? Or have you been following the released videos? Because there are more videos in the playlist than have actually been released. The reason for that is that I was only releasing one video a day for quite some time, and then I kind of forgot about them. So a bunch of them have not been released. Those will start coming out starting tomorrow, and I will release, you know, a couple Lego Horizon videos in the mix too. But I plan on releasing a Funko video or a Lego Horizon video every day this week while I'm gone. And continue when I get back, too. That's kind of the goal. July is going to be vacation sort of time for me, but also project time. See, the streams take up a fair amount of time. And my office / room that I work out of in the summertime gets really hot really early. It's 73 degrees in here right now, which probably doesn't seem hot to you guys. But again... Factors like my desk has a computer that blows hot air straight up onto my leg. So although it's only 72 or 73, it's actually more like 75 or 80 where I sit and work. You know, shorts and stuff help. But then when I go to cut audio, I can't have fans on or the air conditioning on because I don't want that picked up in the video. So I have to turn those off. And then I like it'll work. Like today, I almost had to cut audio after stream, which would have been okay because we're not going to be here later. Our air conditioning system just doesn't have the power to keep up with us turning it off for an hour or a half hour or whatever, and then turning it back. It just won't cool enough. So we can keep it cool if it starts cool, but we can't really get it cool if it gets hot. Oh yeah, no, we're not trying to go to space right now. Although that sounds fun. I don't think I'd handle that very well from a human standpoint, but me and my friend have been using all your Lego guides, the Platinum Trophy Lego games we own. Thank you for all the guys. Hey, you're welcome, and thank you so much for the support you've provided by watching, and of course the super donations that you've dropped today, because that's more than a couple, So I greatly appreciate that, and I'm still kind of wigging out about this this particular account. I have not seen, let's all report him to the police. No, we don't need to do that. Oh, sorry, I wasn't paying attention. All right, one more time. Booyaka shall. Booyaka shall. Booyaka shall. Chop it like it's hot. Chop it like it's hot. When the wood try to get at you, chop it like it's hot. And all right.
Sorry. Well, Clint
That's
said you
awesome.
were
Well, thank your
nice.
friend for referring.
tractor
That's awesome.
doesn't
That doesn't
seem to
happen
want
every day,
starch at
but I
all.
always appreciate it when it
But
does.
Maybe you might,
Don't take from my pile.
Yeah, the next couple of months are going to be pretty exciting. You know, we got a bunch of catch-up work being done, Funko and Horizon videos, and those projects finishing up. We've got Lego Dimensions starting in August that we're going to replay as we sort of build up towards the 10-year anniversary, because September 15th, I believe, will be the 10-year anniversary of Lego Dimensions. And because we have the game for the Xbox and we haven't played it in 10 years, we're excited to replay through all of those fun levels and all the Easter eggs. And just like this, I remember a lot of it, but I don't remember all of it. So it's going to be a nice little revisiting of things. All right, so we are stacking up. I'd like to finish this with 2 million. I don't think that's going to help us immediately, but The availability of a red brick soon will certainly help out. Can I? Yes, I can. Oh, Hulkbuster. That I was thinking that was 42. All right. Lego Dimensions isn't on Xbox Store anymore. I can't play it. Actually, it is. It is. That's where I will be playing it. You cannot buy the game. That's not you. That's something you can't do. But all of the packs that you have and own are still eligible for download. And I know this because I just did it like a month and a half ago. So I've been waiting for this time to show up, and I downloaded everything to make sure that I had access to all the things, and I've got all the packs. So if you have the game, disc, you can put it in, and it'll download and copy to your hard drive, and then you can download all the other stuff, which is pretty sweet. Glow Ray plays. I'm happy. I'm busy trying to 100% Lego Xbox One. Just nice. Can you order me some pizza? I'm gonna have to ask somebody a little closer. Okay, maybe no silver. That doesn't look like silver. All right, let's switch it up. 43. That's right. Settle down, Chacho. Settle down, bro. Why are you so aggressive? Have you not gotten your food yet? Are you hangry, bro? Is that the problem? Look at all this studdage. Mine. Well, sometimes your jokes don't always land like the way you hope to. So I'm just making sure. I want everybody to feel safe, not attacked, you know, and all of that. So let's keep it nice. You know the drill. All right, so we are really close, like really close to that 2 million, which was my goal to finish this. Alright, 1992. Still not gonna get it all done, but there'll be some more in here. Hey, what up, Garfish? Welcome to the stream. Yolnar, did you complete this game? Yes, 10 years ago we completed it on the PlayStation 4. We are now playing it again on the Xbox Series X. The frame rate boost and other things that Xbox has done to spiff this up has made it a quite pleasurable experience. Yeah, like, I feel like this game looks better now on this console than it did when I played it on PS4 originally. The frame rate boost, I think, is the main reason why. So let's see, can we do anything up here? Okay. Ooh, sludgy. Tink, tink, tink. It's like how he has like a magic ray that just repairs things. The Golden Fourth, seeing the studs just fly in makes me wish Lego Harry Potter beam attacks because breaking stuff takes forever. Yeah, true. Yep, smashing and grabbing is sometimes the only way available, but you know, when you got to get them all, it does take a little bit longer, huh? Alright, third time's a charm. We have to slurp up the oil now, or? You made my Lego game experience infinitely better. Thank you so much. Hey, glad we could help out. 2 million studs already. Got it the hard way without having a red brick. Yes.
World-renowned
that is
geneticist
correct.
Dr.
All right, I do
Helen
believe we are
Schultz's
loading
research
into
cellular
a new
generation
level,
is second to
which
none.
will be
Her latest
saving the
creation,
game
located at
and
the
waiting.
Genetics
Now,
Lab,
keep
is
in
known as the
mind,
Cradle.
Sundays will be live
Apparently
streaming
damage
throughout
to
July and August and
By the way,
September.
the image that you're
However, I
seeing
will
is
not
the
be available
genetics
next
stuff, not
Sunday
the
as it
They kinda look a
sits.
little different.
We might do it, like I said, we
hands
might
on
get
the
in. If we
keyboard.
get in around
Helen
11:30 noon,
do with it.
I might do a stream from like 12 to 2 instead of 10 to 12, depending on where you are. That time may be different, but For me, where I'm at right now, it's just crossed 12 o'clock, and we've been at it for 2 hours. So 10 to 2 is the Pacific time, and hopefully we'll be able to get it. But I'm not going to, like, race and get up at 5 in the morning to get and all that. So we'll see how it all works out. Doubt I'll use that as a thumbnail, but it is a cute photo. Yes, I will be available via Discord too. Somebody asked that the other day. Are you going to access to Discord if we need to chat you or ask you a question? Yes. I'll probably be watching our Twitter account and our Facebook a little bit while I'm over there as well. But Discord will probably be the best way, and just simply asking questions that you need answers to in the Discord is going to get answers from other gamers and other HTG viewers as well. So definitely community support is and will be available.
I can read him.
Where am I in this game? I don't know. Where are you in this game? In Thor's hands, perhaps? Baguette, what is up? Just wanted to say thank you for helping me find everything I need in free play Lego games. Made my Lego game childhood 20 times better. Awesome. So I'm like the red brick to your childhood? The 20X? That's awesome. Appreciate you swinging by and saying kind things. Oh. Yep.
2 minutes.
Suspect. Nice one. Yes, yes, yes. Go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep.
Stop.
And she's out. 40X maybe? I appreciate that. Still no raised sighting yet. I'm surprised we haven't seen a raised. Hopefully everything's all right in her world.
Rogers, do you read me? Romanov should be tailing you with your shield. Continue to...
All right, so this is officially a level. We're going to go ahead and exit the level. Yes. And we'll pick up right where we left off on the 13th. So that's a little bit out, but it won't be long. I promise. I promise. Whoops. Let's go back to the home page. Part of me kind of wishes I was taking this with me because I want to check these two games out. And I also have this available. This is likely going to be one of the first Monday simulator stream days when I return. I may do a random stream in July of me playing this. It's very much supposedly like Power Wash Simulator, but instead of washing away grime and dirt, you're actually adding color with the same type of spray cannon. So definitely... Oh, she left for vacation yesterday. Yeah, no, I knew she was packing and getting ready to go, but the last thing I saw her say was something like, and I don't think she messaged me directly. I think it was just in the group chat. Oh, no, I do have a message. We're leaving for our trip tomorrow. Hopefully it won't be back till July 13th. So she'll be back just in time to mod the next chat. I just, for some reason, did not see that. When was that? That was a couple days ago. That was a couple days ago. Huh. Anyways, look at that. All those things finally uploading, taking forever because the Xbox has a hard time connecting. Cool. Are you just now getting all those up there? I took like 20 of them earlier. Haven't taken any more. Anyways, that might be like a weird glitch too. We'll see if it just keeps going. Guys, thank you so much for hanging out. Much love for all the continued support. Want to give a big time shout out to all the donators today. We saw Xander with a couple of donations. We saw the Dark Knight with a couple of big time donations. Vincent was out there donating as well. Can't forget Justin with the solo out there. You guys all make this community that much better. And I appreciate all of you more than you know. Big time shout out to all the rest of you as well. I will be back sooner than later. Clearly that's a bug. So let's go ahead and nope. Yep. Yeah. All right. So going dark. But hey, I will be back in a week. Like I said, I'll let you guys know via our social media if and when I'll be able to stream on Sunday. And then moving forward, it'll be sort of just like the screen right now, going dark. So like I said, we'll be back soon enough. I'll be releasing a bunch of other videos and nothing but love. You guys know the drill. Head on over to any of our social medias. If you have not already, please check out HappyThumbsGaming.com. We also have HTG merch. feel free to go represent Happy Thumbs Gaming by showing some love with a Thumbie hoodie or a t-shirt. We got all sorts of stuff. Definitely check it out. High fives, dabs, hugs, all the aboves. As always, until next time.